Welcome to another episode of Got Truth. Remember, we were talking about the 5 governments. I'm going to use my display here, or my visual, versus my own hand. This is your left hand. If I put it on here, I kind of blew it up. And this hand looks kind of weird, but you get the idea. So we talked about God's government, which is the tallest finger. Then last week we talked about self-government, yourself. Today we're going to talk about family government. There's 5 governments that God has ordained, and family government is one of them. And it's very important. I even put a ring on there. That's why we put the ring on the ring finger to represent family government. So let's talk about family government for a while. First off, marriage is ordained by God. It's not by the state, not some philosopher's image or creation. It was created by God between a male and a female. God's design. Redefining marriage or gender attacks God's humanity. Now, don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. In the order of how the government works in the family is found in Ephesians 5 and 6. First off, the husband is the head and a loving provider and protector and held accountable for covering the family. And the children are to obey their parents. And you say, where does it say that? Let's find that out. In Ephesians chapter, let's say 5, it says very early on in chapter 5, verse 1, therefore children, obey your parents. Wow, there you go. Of the 10 commandments, when it tells you to honor thy mother and father, is the only commandment that comes with a promise. If you do honor your mother and father, you will live a long and prosperous life. Again, it's the only commandment that comes with a promise. Now, let's talk about this walking in this family is found as the rules, and you can go back and read Ephesians 5 and 6 to understand how the family is supposed to work. But most importantly, I want to point out Ephesians 5, chapter 15 says, make sure you walk circumspectively. What does that mean? Situation awareness. As the mother and father come together, they're supposed to protect the family. Keep your head on a swivel and know the attacks of the devil, right? We already know one of them, right? The iPhone. Boy, talk about destroying children's minds and the family in general. I see these families that have iPhones at the dinner. It's just terrible. They need to put their phone down and talk to each other. Now, parental authority is very important over their children and upbringing of their